The other game we're going to be talking about is the Rams, the flashy, glitzy LA Rams, and the Chicago Bears in Chicago. It's not going to snow. It's not going to be terribly windy. It's just going to be, it's going to be Chicago in December. It's going to be cold. I live in Los Angeles, right? And I know some of you think Colin's in LA. He likes all the LA teams. And I try not to fall for that. I do think LeBron and the Lakers are, frankly, and the ratings prove it, just more interesting. LeBron's left the East. The conference ratings are down 20% because there's no LeBron in the Eastern Conference. But I'm really not sold on these Rams. I think they've peaked early. I like the Bears this weekend. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I believe we need to settle down on the Rams. I think the Chargers right now are the better team in Los Angeles. And I don't think the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl either. The number one thing about the Rams, and I've seen every preseason game, I've seen every game, I've seen every snap. There's 3 reasons I don't love them. Number one is they're 18th in run defense. And I'll tell you why that's terrible. Because the Rams are generally ahead in games late. Teams don't even try to run on the Rams late. They're throwing against the Rams. When Peyton Manning's Colts and Tom Brady's Patriots have like 20th best passer ratings in the NFL, that's because Brady and Manning lead in the fourth quarter in 90% of their games. And the way to catch up is pass. So those stats don't mean anything. For the Rams to be 18th in run defense and they lead virtually all their games by over a touchdown late tells you it's a bad run defense. I was telling a friend last night, I could see Dallas coming right into Los Angeles, handing the ball off to Zeke 38 times, and walking out of here with an ugly, low-scoring win over the Rams. Rams' run defense is a real problem. And the best way to kill a good offense is to play keep away. Milk the clock. Run the football. That's what Chicago's going to try to do this weekend. Pound the football. So that's the first thing I don't like about the Rams. The second thing is they have a really weak home field advantage. Vegas considers home field somewhere between 3 to 3.5 points. A field goal. In New Orleans, Green Bay, when they're good, Seattle, it's close to 4. The Rams, home field's about 1.5 to 2. If they play the Cowboys in the playoffs, it'll be 60-40 Cowboy fans. If they played the Bears or a Philadelphia, it would be at best for the Rams a 50-50 split. They don't really have this massive home field advantage. They're still growing with the community. And number 3 is, and this may be out there, but living in Connecticut for the previous 10 years and living in Los Angeles, it is easier here. You don't really grind here. There's not as many bad days here. Warm weather teams historically have been underachievers in the postseason. Houston Texans have underachieved. Miami Dolphins, Tampa Bay, San Diego Chargers, Arizona Cardinals, Rams last year were awful in the playoffs. Listen, there's no getting past it. Football's hard. And football, practicing in cold weather, driving to it in cold weather, living in cold weather, it creates a toughness and a mettle. I watch the Rams. Sometimes they're kind of soft. Warm weather teams, kind of soft. You know who's never soft? Baltimore's not always great. They're never soft. New England's not over. Philadelphia, Seattle, they're not always great. They're never soft. So I am out on the Rams as a Super Bowl team. I think they're glamorous and they're fun and they're exciting and they're a lot of things. But I think they'll go to Chicago. They'll be a little cold and uncomfortable. And I think the Bears on Monday morning are the team we're going, watch out.